everyone, it's Gwen, and today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite Panic at the Disco songs. I'm so excited to film this video because if you guys don't know, Panic is my favorite band. I love them so much. I cannot even explain how much their music means to me. And I was originally going to do a top 10 list of my favorite songs, but I physically couldn't. Like, I really tried, and it wasn't happening. I could only narrow it down to my top 15. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be telling you guys a list of my top 15 favorite Panic at the Disco songs. And also just know how difficult this was, okay? These songs, to me, are like my children. I love them all so much, and trying to pick out my favorites was like the hardest thing ever. I love, honestly, every single song by them. Like, it was so hard to pick favorites, and my favorites do kind of change every once in a while, though I think that this list is a pretty good representation of my favorite songs by them. But just know that I literally love all of their music, and this was such a hard list to make. But without wasting any more time, let's just get on with the list.
We'll stay drunk, we'll stay dead, let the love remain, and I swear that I'll always paint you golden down.
Number 15 is Golden Days, from the most recent album, Death of a Bachelor. This is one of those songs that always stuck out to me from their most recent album. It was one of my favorites after first listen, and I honestly just fell in love with this song. I love how in the beginning of the song, Brendan's voice just like attacks you, and you can definitely see how much I fall in love with this song during my album reaction because I get so into it. I love how his voice is really, really aggressive during the verses, but then at the part coming up to the chorus, it gets really soft and beautiful. During the part where his voice gets really soft and he's talking about summertime, it reminds me so much of Pretty Odd. Like, it just takes me back. And I absolutely love that part of the song. I love how right after his voice is super soft, it just gets into this gigantic explosive chorus with his voice when he's just singing Golden Days. And I just think it is so beautiful. I think it really showcases his range. This is one of those Panic songs that I've realized makes me really emotional. And not a lot on the new album do, but this one just really, really hits me in the feels, like every time. It gets me really emotional during the chorus, specifically where he's talking about memories and obviously golden days and like good times. And I don't know, it just makes me think of not only memories of the entire band, but also just like my own personal memories and stuff with their music. And I don't know why, but when his voice, something about it when he is saying memories and golden days and talking about that kind of stuff, it hits me. And I get really emotional when I hear this song. It's definitely my favorite from the new album, and I just love it. I love the verses, and I really love this song, so it's definitely my favorite from the new album. Also, seeing this song live recently on tour was really emotional as well. When he's just standing there belting out Golden Days, it was really emotional, and I guess that it would be, and it definitely was for me.
Swear to stick it up if you swear to listen, we're still so young, desperate for attention, I aim to be your eyes, your people.
Number 14 is The Only Difference Between Martyrdom and Suicide is Press Coverage. This is from their first album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, which, if you guys didn't know, is my favorite album of all time. Not just from Panic, but literally my favorite album of all time. This album is my ride or die. Somebody needs to bury me with this album because it is like my child, this album and me. This is my favorite album ever. Like, it just means so much to me. And this is definitely one of my favorite songs from that album. This is one of those songs from Fever that I am so thankful that I got to see live because they don't play a lot of songs from their first album at all anymore. They only played 2 on the tour, and I'm just so thankful that I got to see them play this because it was so much fun. One of my favorite lines from this song is, "We swore to shake it up and you swore to listen," because I just feel like that's a perfect representation of how Panic has changed album to album and how their sound has obviously changed and the members have changed. And I don't know, I just feel like for that line being the first album, it's pretty perfect because they have certainly changed it up and I've always listened. I just, everything they do, I love. Every single album I love. There's never a sound that they try that I dislike. And so I really, really love that lyric in this song. I also love the part right before the chorus where he says, I'm the narrator and this is just the prologue, and then it like kind of eases its way into the big beat drop for the chorus, which is, by the way, so much fun. This is one of the most fun choruses to see live from Panic! From Fever specifically, and I'm so thankful once again that I did get to see this song live because I love this song live. The chorus is so good. It just like, it really gets the crowd moving. Specifically, this part live is really fun near the end with the whole da 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 da. That whole section live was so fun. Whenever they play something from Fever, I just like die because those songs are so theatrical and they're so much fun live.
In the middle of summer, all was golden in the sky, all was golden when the day.
Number 13 is When the Day Met the Night from Pretty Odd. This is definitely a song from Pretty Odd that caught my eye and has always kind of been one of my favorites ever since the beginning. Even from first listen, I definitely loved this one. The chorus is so catchy. It has such a summer feel. Obviously in the chorus they're talking about summer, you know, in the middle of summer when the day met the night. It has such a happy feel to it, and I love the verses because they just tell this really adorable love story, and it's just so lighthearted and happy, and it reminds me of the summertime, and I think it's perfect, and it's really a perfect representation of Pretty Odd as well. I always get excited whenever this song comes on, specifically in the summer because of the catchy chorus. I also love Brendan and Ryan and how the harmonies that they use in this song are so perfectly matched and beautiful. Like, the way their voices go together, I think just adds to the happiness of the song, and I've always loved this song. It makes me so happy whenever it comes on.
Just lay in the atmosphere, casual.
Number 12 is Casual Affair. This is from Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I really love the cool synths throughout this song and the way Brendan's voice is in that very low octave throughout most of the track. I think it sounds really cool. I think that also going along with that kind of ominous, eerie feel, this song kind of sounds like it's almost like a confessional song, like Brendan is confessing that he's been a part of these casual affairs, but I feel like it also sounds kind of like a warning in a way that he's kind of warning us of what could happen and like the dangers, you know, and what to look out for if you're going to put yourself in like a casual affair with someone, you know? And I always thought that was a really cool aspect of this song. It almost sounds like it should be in like a spy movie, I think, to me. I don't know why, but I always kind of associated with that, like the eeriness and how it does sound like he's warning us. And I just love the simplicity of the chorus of this song and the way Brendan's voice almost sounds electronic at times. I think it's really, really cool. This is another one that I am so lucky that I was able to see in November because my friend and I love this song so much, and this is one of the ones that we had no idea that they were going to play, and we love the song, and it wasn't originally on the set list, or I didn't know they were gonna play it, and when they played it, oh my gosh, we just freaked out because I love this song so much. We both do, and I feel like this is a really underrated Panic song. Like I don't really think anyone ever talks about Casual Affair. It's just kind of like, I don't know, off to the side, which I guess a bunch of their songs are, but I don't know, no one ever talks about this song, or at least I never hear anyone talking about it, and that's why I was super surprised that they played it live, but I was so thankful because it's a really beautiful song. The lyrics of it are really cool, and I just love the vibe it gives, so I was really, really happy when I did get to see that one live.
He took the days for pageants, became as mad as rabbits, with bushels of bad habits.
Number 11 is Mad as Rabbits. This is also from Pretty Odd. This has once again always been a favorite of mine from Pretty Odd. When I first listened to that album, this song stuck out to me. It's definitely one of the more upbeat songs from this album, and there aren't many that are like this upbeat and kind of dancey, and I think that's one of the reasons why it stood out to me. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like the lyrics of this song honestly make no sense. Like I've read through them a bunch of times and I've never really been able to fully understand them. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a story, but it's just kind of like a bunch of random words and lyrics and stuff and sentences. And I really like that. I think it adds to the randomness of the song. I mean, Mad as Rabbits, that already sounds a little weird, and I think it's a perfect title for the song because the song is so funky and like weird, and the lyrics kind of make no sense, but that's one of my favorite parts about it. I always end up laughing whenever I hear this song because the lyrics are just, they're so much fun. I love that Brendan and Ryan go back and forth singing a lot during the verses and in the choruses too. I think that's like, it just adds to the fun of the song. Favorite parts, and this ends pretty odd because this is the last song of that album, is when Brendan and Ryan are both singing, "We must reinvent love, we must reinvent love," and they just keep continuously saying those words. I just love that. I love how it ends the song, and I love how that ends the album. I think that was a great touch, and that part of the song makes me really, really happy. Number 10 is Nicotine. This is from Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I absolutely love the instrumentation of this song, especially in the beginning. You guys would know that if you guys watched my most recent vlog, because I did use the instrumental version of this song in it, because I just love the instrumentation in this song. It's so much fun. I also really, really love the message of this song. It's very confessional, similar to Casual Affair in that sense. Brendan is obviously talking about what it's like to be with someone that you know is bad for you, but you're almost addicted to them and it's hard to resist it, you know, and you just constantly keep coming back to that person even though you know that they're like a bad influence on you or just bad for you. I love how he connects that addiction being similar to cigarettes and nicotine. I've always thought, even when I first heard this song, that was such a cool metaphor, and a lot of the lyrics of the song are really deep and meaningful, which I also love. I absolutely love the lyric, "I taste you on my lips and I can't get rid of you, so I say damn your kiss and the awful things you do, yeah, you're worse than nicotine." I just love that so much. Like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite lyrics, I think, of a Panic song ever. I don't know, I think it's so poetic and just a great metaphor, and I don't know, I just really, really like the emotion in Brendan's voice in this song. You could clearly tell that he is saying he's been through something like this. And I really love this song. This is another one that I'm really happy that I got to see live because they aren't really playing it right now. So I'm really, really happy I got to see this one live too. This one was really fun.
I'm taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it.
Number 9 is Emperor's New Clothes from Death of a Bachelor. When this song was released as a single for Death of a Bachelor, I immediately fell in love with this song. I love the eeriness. It sounds just like a Halloween song. It's another one of my favorites from the new album. And I don't know, Brendan's voice in it sounds so creepy and eerie. And the chorus is so catchy. It's so much fun to sing along to. The chorus honestly just makes the song like such a bop. Like, it's just so much fun. It's definitely my favorite party upbeat song from the new album. Also, the creepy voice in the middle of the song sounds a lot like another one of my other favorite Panic songs that I'll be talking about later in this video because it also has a creepy voice in it as well, and I love when they do that.
Always cheering up the only ones I ever mean. If you go and then go, 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 go.
Number 8 is From a Mountain in the Middle of the Cabins. This is from Pretty Odd. This is another Pretty Odd song that has a really happy feel to it with all the horns and the piano, and the instrumentation just has a very, very happy feel. This song also tells a little bit of a story as well, which I really love. A lot of the songs in Pretty Odd, I think, tell a story, and I love that part of it. I think it makes it even more happy and joyous. I love Brendan's voice in this song. It is so soothing and tender, and oh my god. I mean, he kills me. Like, it's so, so beautiful. I love it so much. One of my favorite parts of this song is the really catchy chorus when Brendan is singing, "If you're going, then go, 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 go." I don't know why, but I love that. Even though the chorus is kind of like repetitive in that sense, I just love it. I don't know, it makes me so happy, that one line, and I don't know, I think it does a great job of like tying the entire song together because it really has that really fun vibe. The song ends so perfectly with the whistling and how it just fades out. I think it's a really great ending and just such a cute song.
The
Number 7 is Death of a Bachelor from the album Death of a Bachelor. This song has such a different feel from it than any other Panic song, obviously. You know, we get a sense of this new voice that Brendan can do, you know, and I mean, how many voices does he have? I didn't think there were any left that we hadn't heard, but nope. He comes out and he shows, yep, I can sing like Sinatra and make it beautiful, and oh my god. I died when I first heard this, okay? I did not know his voice could do something like this, and it is just so pretty. I love this Sinatra-inspired song and the way Brendan sings like him, and I love the jazziness of the song, obviously, and all the horns and stuff. I really hope that Brendan continues to write songs and sing songs in this Sinatra-esque jazzy feel in the future, because I just love the songs that he sounds like Sinatra. It's just so pretty, and he just, oh my gosh, his voice is so, so pretty in this song. I also love the lyrics of this song too. I think they're a lot of fun. And that different key change at the end, oh my goodness, don't even get me started. Like, it just totally showcases all the talent that he has. And I also just really love the feel of this song. This is another one by them that make me really happy, as most of their songs do. And it's one of my favorites from the new album, definitely.
Prescribed pills, all 7 shades to offset the bills. You know you should take it a day.
Number 6 is Nails for Breakfast, Tacks for Snacks from A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I love the vibe and beat of this song. Right off the bat in the beginning, the notes and like the sound effects in the beginning are so cool. I don't know, I just have always fallen in love with the beginning of the song and that constant vibe that the song has. Another really cool thing about this song is how they made Brendan's voice electronic throughout the entire thing. It's cool because it's like you can still tell it's him, but it adds a layer to the song that is, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, it works. It just works with the vibe. It works with the background sound effects. You mix that in with his electronic voice. I think it's so creative, and I love the way they did it. The lyrics of this song are also really interesting and like very sarcastic, especially during the part in the chorus where they say, prescribed pills to offset the shakes, to offset the pills. It's obviously talking about a medication to offset a different medication, which will then offset like the illness itself. And I think it's a very clever way of talking about that kind of stuff. I've always thought the lines of this song have been very lyrically creative and sarcastic and clever and stuff. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the full meaning of this song is, but the way that I personally have always viewed it is that they're talking about like people with mental illness and the way that we treat people with mental illness. Not saying that this is what they meant by the song, but this is kind of how I interpret it. I don't know, I feel like they're talking about how like people with mental illness, it's more just about like taking a medication and like covering the illness up with a bunch of pills, you know what I mean? And not actually treating it in terms of talking up the problems. It's just like covering up, you know, so prescribe pills to offset these pills, to offset these pills, you know what I mean? And I don't know, that's how I've always associated this song with. Either way, whatever their intention was, it's a really, really fun song. It's a very sarcastic, clever song, and it totally goes with obviously the theme of the album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, right? And I just love the song. I think it's such a clever tune. The vibe of it is really, really fun, and it's one of my favorites.
Hey mister, the bellman says I can only recall last night's hotel I said. So he replies, and how do you manage? I thought.
Number 5 is Mercenary, which I don't know how many of you guys know this song, which makes me very, very sad. This song is not from an album by them. It is actually from a Batman movie soundtrack. I think it's Batman the Arkham City, I think. I've never seen the movie, but I know it's from a Batman movie soundtrack. I don't think it's on Spotify, which is very, very sad because I had to steal it and download it so that I could listen to it on Spotify, but I don't think it's actually on Spotify, which Spotify needs to get on that. Okay, this is such a good song. This is one of those songs that I don't think that a lot of Panic fans know about, which makes me so sad because I have always loved this song. Always. And for a really long time, like, even as close as like last summer, this was my favorite Panic song. Like I thought that this was my favorite. This was like my favorite Panic song when I was first getting into them, because as a matter of fact, this is the first song that I ever heard by Panic. I heard it on Tumblr really randomly, like I wasn't looking for this band. I don't really know anything about them. I don't even think, I hadn't heard of them, okay? I'm just scrolling through Tumblr and I see a tune, you know, it says like Mercenary, Panic at the Disco, and I saw some lyrics written at the bottom, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a really interesting song. So I listened to it and I was like, who is this band? Because this song is incredible, and I was obsessed with this one song, and then that led me to finding Panic. And this song is so good. Like, I'm so happy that I found it, because if not, I don't know, I would have never discovered these guys. And that makes me like just think, wow, like what if that wasn't there on my timeline at that very moment? Like I might not have seen it, I don't know. It's crazy to think about when I think about the song. Either way, this is a really, really catchy song. I fell in love with it. It's what got me into Panic, and clearly the rest is history. Bay is on my shirt, yes. This song has a bit of an eerie feel to it as well, which I really, really like. This is actually the song that I was hinting at when I was talking about Emperor's New Clothes, and the fact that they have this really creepy, eerie voice in the middle of it, because this song has one as well. I think it might actually supposed to be Batman, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not really that into superheroes. I think it, you know what though, because it sounds creepy, so I don't think it's Batman. It's probably like the evil villain, like the Joker or something. I'll put the link to the song below because you guys need to check the song out, it is so amazing. But tell me who is supposed to be talking if you recognize the voice from like superhero movies. But either way, I just love that touch and how they put that creepy voice in the middle, and how they did it on Emperor's New Clothes as well. I love that so much. The chorus of this song is so incredibly catchy. I can't even begin to explain. Like this song will get stuck in your head so easily. My favorite line from it is when he says, so he replies, then how do you manage? I dodge the blast and apologize for collateral damage. Those, I think, were the lines that were written on the bottom of the Tumblr post, and I thought they were really clever and very poetic, and I was like, oh, what is this song? And it's just so much fun to sing this song. It is so lit. This song gets me really, really emotional. This is probably, I don't know if it's the most, okay. This is probably the most emotional song for me from Panic. Not counting like anything live, because if it's live, it's totally different in terms of emotion. But in terms of just listening to the song, like with headphones or whatever, you know, not seeing it live, this is definitely the song that gets me most emotional, because it was my first song I ever heard by them. And it just reminds me of back then when I had just found them. And this was the only song I knew, but it was my jam and I was obsessed with it. And I'm still like obsessed with the song. I still love it, obviously. It's on my favorites list. And I don't know, it just really makes me very nostalgic for, not really for the band, but more for me personally and my journey with them and how I've fallen in love with them. So I love this song so much, guys, and I really encourage you, if you've never heard of this and you're like a Panic fan, please check it out. It is such a good song. It is so underrated. They're probably never gonna play it live because like it's not on any of their albums and most people don't know it, but I would kill to see it live. I'd probably cry my eyes out. Just, it means so, so much to me, and that's why it's number 5. So yeah, if you guys want to check this out, I will 100% put a link to it in the bottom bar, because I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube, and you guys can check it out and steal it and listen to it because it is so, so good.
Along with the people inside, what a wonderful caricature of intimacy inside.
Number 4 is Build God Then We'll Talk. This is from a Fever You Can't Sweat Out as well. This is one of the most theatrical songs from Fever, and I think that's why I love it so much. It has so many cool sound effects, and it plays with volume a lot. Not only does Brendan's voice kind of play with volume, is where some parts he's really aggressive, other parts he's like barely whispering, but also the volume of the instruments it goes in and out, and I love that. I think that adds to the theatricality of it all, and it's just so, so much fun. I think that this line, what a wonderful caricature, thank you, I couldn't say that for a while. What a wonderful caricature of intimacy When he says that, I think that totally showcases his range, and I love it so much. Along with the song being really theatrical, I feel like it also tells a story of like a woman and what she's doing, and it mentions her talking to like policemen, and it's almost like they're talking about a crime scene. That's kind of the feel that I get. And okay, this song has one of the most famous parts from Fever, which is when they parody My Favorite Things from The Sound of Music, and they do a whole like sarcastic, really funny parody of that part of the song. When I first heard that, I thought it was so creative. It's one of my favorite parts from Fever, specifically one of my favorite parts from this song. It is just like so creative, and I don't know, I just think it fits, once again, to make the song more theatrical and fun. I think that the My Favorite Things parody section is also so much fun to sing, and it gets stuck in your head really easily. I think that this song does a great job of ending the entire album of Fever on a very theatrical and fun note, and I really like that about it. We're getting down to the wire, guys. Here's the last three.
I'm the new cancer, never look better, you can't stand it. Because you say so under your breath to your reading lips. When did he get all comfort? Haven't you heard?
Number 3 is There's a Good Reason These Tables Are Numbered, Honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. This is from Fever as well. Continuing with the theatrical aspect of Fever, this is another one that I think is so theatrical, especially in that really, really fast beginning. You know, we all know, please leave all overcoats, canes, and top hats, blah, blah, blah. Like that entire section just sounds like the start of a Broadway number. Like it really, really does. And the piano in the background while Brendan is saying all of that, that just kind of continues throughout the album, adds to the theatricality of it all. Now that I've finally learned that entire really fast beginning and the entire song, that makes it like 10 times more fun to sing because you know all the words. It's just so much fun to sing and like jam out to. Another one of my favorite lines from this song is when during the second verse, Brendan says, "Talk to the mirror, oh choke back tears, and keep telling yourself that I'm a diva." I think that is just like hilarious, and that's such like a great line. Following that is another one of my favorite parts, when he says, "In the smoke on that cigarette box,
On the table they just so happen to be laced with
nitroglycerin." I don't know, I just love that section so much. Like it's so fun to sing. Oh my god, this song makes me so happy too. Like it's just so much fun to sing. Like between the snapping in the background, the piano, the drums, the vocals, it just makes me want to dance and just like really, really happy. And honestly, like I keep saying, this entire song feels like a huge Broadway number. And that's kind of how they sold it when they, you know, used to, like when they toured for Fever way, way back in the day. And they had the dancers and the costumes, and that perfectly fits this album, especially with songs like this, because they really do feel like a Broadway number. And I've seen videos of this live when they've made it into a whole theatrical number, and I just wish so much that I could have been there to see this, because this is probably the song that I would most want to hear live. Like if they could add one song to the set list, this would be the song, because seeing this live, and you know that like all the diehard Panic fans know all the really fast lyrics. I think that the entire crowd saying "Please leave all overcoats, cans in" would be like the coolest thing ever. And oh my god, I would die to see this song live. So it's just one of my all-time favorites. It's so much fun to sing.
Ever since we met, I only shoot up with your perfume.
Number 2 is Nearly Witches, parentheses, Ever Since We Met. This is from Vices and Virtues. I think this is the only song on my list that's from Vices and Virtues. I originally had Hurricane, but I knocked it off because, you know, I had to make room for others. Yeah, this is my only song from Vices. Even though I love that album so much, this just happens to be my only song on this list from Vices and Virtues. And this song literally is my jam, okay? Like this is a freaking anthem. This is like Panic's anthem. Well, I guess people would argue that I Write Sins is Panic's anthem. But to me, this is Panic's anthem. The way that they set this song up just sounds like an anthem. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but to me, it is 100% resembles like an anthem. It's so, so amazing. In the beginning, when it's just dead silent, but you hear the woman, the conductor, who's saying like, "Okay kids, like you need to listen, I'm conducting you," because it's gonna come in with that beautiful French choir of kids. that's just like the start of an anthem. And then there's the organ, and then the kids sing, and I literally heard this song so much, and I take French, that I know the French part of it. That's how much I love this song. Like when I saw this live, I'm very fortunate to say that I've seen this live. Okay, you have no idea how lucky I am because they did not play that on the tour this summer, and oh, this song live, so amazing, so amazing. So when you heard the part from the kids live, I was over here singing the entire French section, and people around me were like, "You're not supposed to actually sing that, right?" And I'm over here like, "Toujours," like singing it because I literally know it. Like it's that special to me. And I don't know, I think that touch with the kids is so cool. I love how they added that in. And then after that organ plays and the beat drops for that verse, oh my god, I cannot help but dance. I always dance whenever this song comes on. It's so much fun. And while I do agree that the chorus of this song is a bit repetitive, I honestly love it. I don't know, I feel like it's more of an anthem that way. It's so catchy and everyone knows it, and I really do like it. This song also has so many different nuances to it, and once you really listen to it and notice like little things in the background, you have even a deeper appreciation for this song. Because, I don't know, you can really tell that it's something that they worked really hard on. It was a demo like way back in like 2008 or something, or maybe 2009. I think they released a demo for it, and I'm extremely happy that they did end up finishing this song in 2011 because it is insane. It ends the album once again. I picked a lot of this song to end the album. I don't know, but this one ends the album tremendously. It's just so good. This song ends perfectly like an anthem should. When the children come back and they sing Mona Lisa, Pleased to Please You, which is obviously referring to the Ballad of Mona Lisa, which was played earlier in the album. And if you guys know me at all, you know that I love stuff like that. I love when bands can take a part of an album from the beginning or do something that you've heard already and put it in that, like the album again later on in a different song. If you can pull that off, I probably love your music, because that kind of thing means so much to me. And I mean, that's like one of the smaller reasons why I love this song, ironically, but I really do love that part. And I kind of like forget about it, but then at the end when those children come back in and I'm like, yes kids, and they're singing in English this time, but I love it so much. Oh my god, this entire song, I want to say it's kind of underrated, but then again, like, it is kind of a fan favorite. I don't know why they took it off the set list though for this summer, because it's amazing. Once again, I'm so thankful that I got to see the song live, and it will always be one of my absolute favorites from Panic.
Have some composure, where is your posture? Oh no, you're pulling the trigger, oh.
And finally, my #1 favorite Panic song. I wonder if any of you guys know it. I don't know, I'm making it sound like it's obvious. It might not be, but my #1 favorite Panic song is Time to Dance. Yes, from Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Clearly I had to end it from a song from my favorite album. Oh my god, Time to Dance is amazing. This kind of became my favorite song last summer. Like I told you guys, a year ago, my favorite song was Mercenary for a while, and then I realized how amazing this song is, and then when I realized that, like a few months later, I saw it live, and then I actually died because I realized, oh my god, this is my favorite song to see live, and it's my favorite song ever. Yes, that's how much I adore this song. This has always been one of my favorites from Fever, even like when I first heard it. The chorus has always stuck out to me. I'm so thankful like that I got to hear this one and they still play this live. This is one of the only songs from Fever they still play. This and I Write Sins are the only two songs, and I'm so incredibly thankful that if they were to pick a song from Fever that they played along with I Write Sins, it was my favorite, because seeing this one again a few weeks ago on tour, like, I always die whenever I hear this song live. And the funniest thing is that I knew they were gonna play it. I was so aware. And then at the show, when the music started for this song, I screamed. Like, I shrieked more than I had that entire night. I looked over to my friend and I was like, ah, like literally the craziest, loudest shriek, almost like I was like in pain. That's how insane it was. Like, people probably thought, is that girl okay? Because I was full on freaking out. I think that the Weezer dads in front of us even turned around and were like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, my favorite song, like as if I didn't know I was gonna hear it. I don't know, but oh my god, this song literally is so good. Okay, it means so much to me. Like this song means the world to me. It has such a dance vibe, which is perfect time to dance because whenever the song comes on, I have to get up and start boogieing. I can't just sit there and be like, it's playing, or like, oh, I can like sway. No, I gotta get up and full on just dance. And that was me at the show. Like even if like it's general admission, the first time we saw it and there was no one around me, I was full on like popping and locking, you know, like just dancing, like spreading my arms out, probably knowing everyone around me, but like it's my favorite song, I can't not. This song has a killer chorus that I've fallen in love with. I love the lyrics. Have some composure, where's your posture? Like, I don't know why I love that so much, but I do. I just love it a ton. My favorite part of this song is when he says, give me malice, give me your attention, give me malice, baby, give me a break. And then when I say shotgun, you say wedding, shotgun, wedding, shotgun, wedding. That is my favorite part of the entire song. And obviously, as you can imagine, that part live is incredible. Oh yes, it is incredible. It's my favorite, that's why it's my favorite song live. And I think that's honestly one of the only reasons they still play it, is because it does have that really great part that's perfect for a live show. You know, when he's like, when I say shotgun, you say wedding. He's like, shotgun, and like, you can hear it in my vlog. I'm like, wedding! Like, I'm screaming my head off because I love it so, so much. Oh my god, it's so much fun when the entire crowd screams, wedding! Like, I don't know, it's just like, this is another one that brings tears to my eyes when I see it live. Like, even talking about it is just, This and I Write Sins. Ironically, the two from Fever are the ones that I get most emotional about when I see them live, because they always play these, so like I know I'm gonna start crying, and I'm pretty sure I was either laughing or crying or freaking out or screaming during this entire song whenever I see it live. Like, it just means that much to me. The middle section is also a lot of fun when they keep saying, boys will be boys, baby, boys will be boys. I don't know, I love that again. Like, the lyrics, it's just such like a fun, upbeat song that I will honestly never get tired of. And this song makes me so happy. It's my favorite song by them, and it just, if I'm in a bad mood, like, this song will never cease to cheer me up and put a smile on my face. And I get crazy. If this song starts playing, I won't just like, oh my god, I get up and dance. I will like flail, like, I don't know, man. Okay, this song just, oh my god, it's so good. Like, it kills me. Okay, I need to calm down. Like, this video is getting so intense. I'm so sorry. Alrighty, but anyway, guys, those are my top 15 favorite Panic at the Disco songs. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought that maybe I should start kind of series on my channel where I started doing like top 10s for my favorite bands. Clearly I had to do a top 15 because, you know, it's Panic and I don't know if I can decide. There might be some bands, like if I do Fall Out Boy, 10 songs, like how, you know? Like Panic, like 10 songs, how? If you guys like this video and you want me to do more top 10 favorites or top 15 favorites, give this video a thumbs up or comment down below to let me know. And I will totally do more in the future, because as hard as it was to make this list, it was also really, really fun talking about all these songs, because I could talk about Panic at the Disco songs for literally ever. Like, they are my heart and soul. They are my little babies. Everybody that's been in the band. Whether you were in the band back in 2005 or you're in it now, they are all my little children, and the music that they make will forever hold a beautiful place in my heart. As if you couldn't already tell. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop getting all emotional, and you guys can clearly tell how much I love this band and how much they mean to me, and their music is, I don't even have a word for like how it makes me feel or what it's done for me. It has made me so incredibly happy. Their music, like, it doesn't even matter if I'm in like a mad mood or like a sad mood or anything, like, they will always cheer me up. And that's one of the things I love about their music. It never fails to cheer you up, and I love it. I really want to meet them one day so I can tell them, at least just Brendan, how much this music means to me, because as you can tell, it means a lot to me, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you all for watching this video so, so much. Once again, if you want me to do more of these type of videos, leave a thumbs up and a comment down below. And yeah, or if you just liked the video, leave me a thumbs up. Also, in the comments, tell me at least 3 of your favorite Panic songs. I really want to know. I'm curious if any of them are some that I've mentioned in today's video. But other than that, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Boys will be boys, baby.